everyone. Here is the continuation to part 3, so we're calling this part 4. So part 3, we ended up in a lunge. Maybe you have a support underneath your knee like a blanket. Maybe you have a folded mat. I didn't mention that in the last video. You can always fold the mat underneath your knee. Well, we're gonna start to engage now a little more. So we just did a stretch. You can check that out in part 3. So we're going to imagine and do so, that you want to pull your front foot towards your back knee. And then you might start to feel muscles firing up and burning, engaging. So you're pulling your knee towards your foot towards your knee. And then maybe you come up and your hands are on your knees. Maybe you come up and your hands are on your hips. Can you keep them square? And then maybe you bring one arm up. So you get off the bus. When it's your stop, you decide what is good for you. Maybe both up. Maybe you look up. The question is, are you still breathing? You want to breathe in through the nose and out with a sigh through the mouth, or preferably out through the nose. Continue to squeeze. And if you want to go a little stronger today, tuck your back toes and straighten up that back leg. Now you can always have your hands any other way. You pick. You could also have cactus arms. The elbows bent at height of the shoulders. And if your back knee is up, you're imagining your feet are pulling one towards the other. It builds some nice heat. And we breathe. Now we're going to do something quite crazy. So you can stay in that lunge if your knee's still on the ground. But if you want to build heat in your days inside, let's bring those arms up. We're going to bend the back knee, bend the elbows. Knee is going to hover 1 inch off the ground. You ready to breathe? This gets me every time. I'm already feeling the burn. And you come back up. Front knee stays bent. If you want to straighten both, go ahead and do so. But straighten the front leg so that the knee has a soft bend in it. Relax the shoulders, relax the jaw. Think of something you're grateful for. And let's go for one more. I think that's 4. Okay. And then let's stay there. And then we'll come bring our hands down onto the ground. We're going to come into a plank here. So you spread your fingers wide. We did one in video 3. Shoulders over your wrists. Back of the neck in line with the rest of the spine. You can bring your knees down. I'm already shaking. So you can do this with your legs straight, but maybe for the first one, let's all bring our knees down. And let's do like quarter push-ups. Just as, maybe they're even less than that, maybe they're a little more than that. Keeping the back straight, keeping the core engaged. Wow, I'm shaking. This is the first thing I'm doing this morning. Okay, and with that, you're going to breathe in. And on your exhale, we're going to lower down all the way and stop and hover at some point. And then lower down all the way and stop and hover. Lower down all the way, stop and hover. Lower down all the way, be a pancake. Coming in for Cobra, bring your big toes together. Spread your toes, press into your fingernails. Look down so the back of the neck is long. Your fingertips in line with your chest. No weight in the hands, elbows. Come to the side of the rib cage. As you breathe in, watch your chest peel off the ground. As you exhale, you'll lower down. Do that a few times. This is a dynamic Cobra, and it lets you watch how your breath moves your body. So on the inhale, the lungs will naturally fill with air. You'll find more space, lighter to lift. And on the exhale, the gravity will do its work as you lower down. And then let's breathe in. Come up whatever height. Make sure you can continue to breathe in and out comfortably. And perhaps you lift your hands. Your legs are strong, knees hovering off the ground, quads engaged. And then we're going to lower down. On the exhale, lower down. And then on an inhale, press back up into a child's pose. You can stay in the child's pose for however long you want and go to the other side from there. Or you can continue from where we were in downward facing dog. I can't remember if we lifted the leg or not before, so I'll lift the leg for fun. Whatever variation you want to do to get your foot in between your hands, you can check that out in video 3. Back knee comes down and we're going to the other side. Notice how you already feel doing one side. I'm a lot more awake for sure, a lot more relaxed. And bringing the front foot, imagine you want to slide it towards the back knee to find that strength in the thighs, to find that strength, I don't know, in the groin. It feels that way. And you can always fold the side of your mat or throw a blanket under your knee if you would like more support. So instead of stretching and hanging out in the hip, we're engaging and strengthening. Your hands can stay on your knee. You want your knee to be in line with the second and third toe, and preferably the knee is over the heel, in line with the heel. Your hands can come onto your hips, or you can bring your hands up. Whatever expression. Maybe you liked the cactus arms more. Find your breath. This is a meditation in motion. Notice how the breath helps to calm the mind and how the pose helps you to come into your body. Movement helps us to, calm the mind, the breath, the body. You can straighten up that back leg. Imagine you're pulling your feet one towards the other to find engagement. Maybe you're shaking and now you get to do those fun lunges. So maybe your arms straight. You can always keep the arms in cactus or on your hips. As you breathe in, find peace. As you exhale, bend the knees, shake in love. Breathe in, be soft with yourself. Exhale, hello man walking on the street all by himself. Breathe in, reach up, maybe even look up. On the exhale, yell out your favorite swear word. No, just kidding. One more time, breathe in, coming up. We did 4 on the other side. You're welcome to do many, many, many more. Come back into that plank. Now the body likes repetitions. Maybe it'll be easier. Same game. Like we were pulling our feet together. Can we pull our hands towards our feet? Maybe you bring your knees down. Let's do those subtle push-ups again. Back of the neck in line with the back of the spine, with the rest of the spine. Whew. Okay. And when you breathe in, you're going to exhale and lower all the way down and pause at some point. And then lower all the way down. Try to keep your shoulders from falling forward. Maybe you do that with your knees on the ground. Big toes together. Same thing, cobra. Breathe in. Maybe you'll come up a little higher. Maybe not. Exhale, go down. On your inhale, so you move with your breath. That's what vinyasa is, 1 breath per movement. Go for as many reps as you want. Now we're going to do something I really quite love, spider cobra. So you're going to bring your hands on your fingertips. Here, I can back up so you can all see. I think you can see. Well, hands on your fingertips, elbows in the air. Your fingertips are in line with your chest like we were in cobra. Continue to press into the tops of the feet. As you breathe in, you come up. And on the exhale, bring one elbow and, that's a shoulder. One shoulder and one ear to the ground. Look to the other side. Oh, it feels so good. And on your inhale, so you'll watch the inhale move the body. Exhale, other side. Watching your inhale. You can even stay on each side a few times. So for everyone who has neck and shoulders, this is for you. So you want to make that nice and equal. And once you've done it equally, press back, find that child's pose. Take your breaths in child's pose. And we will meet back in our downward facing dog for the next video.